everybody and welcome to this video. So I thought I'd just have a little bit of a sit down with you and have a bit of a chitter chatter about some of my quirky anxiety traits, to say the least. So I've got my little notebook here about things that I want to cover, and I thought it'd be a bit of a, not funny, but a bit of a, you know, realistic video to talk to you about, because I want to be covering more of these types of videos. So I thought I'd jump right in and tell you a little bit about me. So basically, I'm not going to go all the way into it because I think I want to do that in a different video, but I have anxiety, and I was diagnosed when I was 18 with anxiety and depression, but now where I am right now, I've only got anxiety, which is great in hindsight, but also not in other ways. So I'm going to start off with quirky anxiety number one, which is going to sound, right, some of these are going to sound absolutely ridiculous and you're going to be thinking, oh, okay, she's a little bit of an odd bod. Yeah, I am, but also at the same time, these are just things that set my anxiety off, and I can't help that. I'm trying to. But yeah, so number one is bus stop bells. So do you know when you're on a bus and your stop's come in and you've got to ring the bell, right? And you're looking for this bell to press and you can't find it, and you start panicking and you're thinking, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to get off this bus on time, and you just, like me, I get a bit hot and sweaty, and I'm like, my heart's racing, and I'm like, I'm going to miss the stop, which wouldn't even matter anyway because there's a stop next. But yeah, it wouldn't even matter if I missed the bus stop because there's another bus stop that I can just pop onto and get to the stop that I need to get to. But that, it freaks me out, it panics me, and if I'm meeting somebody, I'm thinking I'm going to be late. And then, funny story, right, not long ago I was on the bus and I was going into town, and I thought, oh, actually I can get off the bus stop, the bus stop before I usually get off. But I had my headphones in, listened to some Spotify, and I thought, oh, get off at this one. And somebody had already pressed the bell, thankfully. And I get up, and everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then I realised that I had accidentally set off my rape alarm, which is this, right? So it doesn't even look like one. It's fluffy and cute, and I set it off, and everything was like, yeah, I was mortified, absolutely mortified. So yeah, that's trait number one. Number two is ordering online. So yes, again, you're probably going to be thinking, okay, this is a little bit stupid. Well, yes, actually, I'm fully aware it is, but to me it's not. So the perks of ordering online is that you don't have to interact with other people, which is fantastic if you're, you know, you're not wanting to speak to anybody that day or see anybody's faces. So you go online and you type away and you press order and you order this fantastic thing and you're really excited about it, but then, oh no, okay, hang on a minute. You don't know what day specifically, unless you ordered it to say so, what day that's coming on, right? And for me, I sometimes get this thing where if my anxiety is peaking really high, when I wake up in the morning I actually feel really, really sick, and so I actually stay in bed a lot longer, and I don't like it, and it's horrible because I can't get things done. But anyway, so when I order something online and I don't know when it's coming, every morning I'm like, oh my god, is the postman, post lady going to be coming? Like, what time? I need to be up, I need to be ready. So I put my key in my dressing gown so I can shove my dressing gown on and run downstairs. But then sometimes there's been times when the postman or lady has knocked on the door and I don't answer it because I can't get out of bed because I feel too sick. So yeah, that's a load of fun because then I have to request for it to be re-delivered on a different day. But then that sometimes might be better for me because I know what day it's actually coming on. But if I don't, it's horrible and it's just all stressy, and they see me, and but then you've obviously still got to interact with somebody who's delivering it, so it kind of defeats the object. But also, me being me, I have many dressing gowns, and my many dressing gowns have got many stains on them, so it's a little bit embarrassing when I've got to open the door and I've just got like stuff all over me. So that's great. But anyway, so that's number two. But my dad recommended, he was like, why don't you just get it ordered to a click and collect? Yeah, that's probably a smart move, Dad. Smart move. But anyway, so number three, and this one has gotten a little bit better over the years, but when I was first diagnosed, when I was 18, The year after was my first year at university, and holy moly, my anxiety was up in the air and it made me do crazy things. But obviously first year of uni, you're in your freshers year, so everybody's getting drunk and getting like off their head and having a good time, going out partying, whereas me being me was like, I don't wanna. But so obviously my anxiety at the time, when I'd go out on a night out, I'd be really worried, because there's been times previously I'd go out and there'd be fights, and I really don't like fights. It's awful. And there's one time, you know, it was really bad and really serious. But so when I used to go out on a night out, still sometimes to this day, I really like to know where all the exits are. Wherever we go, I need to know where all the exits are and where are all the bouncers, because if shit's gonna crack off, I need to sprint to find somebody to get help. Like I said, I've gotten a little bit better over time, because obviously I'm going out with people that I'm comfortable with anyway and know that they're not going to really cause much trouble, unless obviously people start, then they try and diffuse the situation. But I'm very much an observer, so I like to situate myself somewhere where I can see everybody, see what's going on. And at the time, when it was like my first year at uni, I wasn't that much of a drinker. Slowly and steadily, yes, I got there, and I'd love a little bit of a bottle of rosé here and there, but I had to ease myself into it, and thankfully I was surrounded by a lot of people who were very understanding after a while. But yeah, so first year at uni, didn't like to go out. Now I like to go out here and there. I don't go out a lot, but when I do go out, I like to know where everything is. And yeah, so if I need to get help, I can just find them. But yeah, so number 4 is, I think this is actually a very common one. It's not really like unusual to hear of, is that with my anxiety, I overthink absolutely everything to a dot. Like, it could be, I don't know, it's something really stupid, like, oh, I can't think of stuff in my head, but anyway. Okay, so I've thought of an example for number 4 now, and my example is, sometimes I overthink things such as, why aren't people vibing the same with me anymore? And like, you know, I could be texting somebody and they don't respond, or they respond really like blunt and to the point response, and I'm thinking, oh, what have I done wrong? What have I done to upset them? When actually, matter of fact, they could just have had a really poop day and just not want to really interact with anybody. But me, I then overturn everything and think, oh my god, okay, so why don't they like me? What have I done wrong? And that can be really exhausting sometimes. Or like, say if I read into something a little bit too much, and then I'm thinking, I make my anxiety worse in a way, because I think of things I shouldn't be thinking of. And I came across this really nice quote when I was watching this video, and the lady said something along the lines of, fears aren't facts. And I think that's a pretty great saying to go by, because a lot of my anxieties are fears, which not necessarily mean that they're true or they're going to happen. It means that they're a little bit of a figment of my imagination. Not that I'm imagining things, but like, I'm predicting the worst to happen when actually it might not happen. So I've worried about something that I didn't even need to worry about. But there's also obviously been times when my gut has been right and people have been off with me or things like that, and I'm just the type of person that wants to be nice to everybody, so I find it difficult to comprehend somebody not being nice to me, if that makes any sense. But yeah, but that's just me anyway. And I'm trying to get better with it, trying to see things a little bit more logically and not take things so personally as well. Like, not everybody's gonna like me, that's fine, that's cool, I'm not gonna like everybody, but it's just something that I just need to work on, and I'm trying, and I'm gonna get there to be a better me for myself. But anyway, so last but not least is number 5, which is a little bit similar to number 4, because I think they're kind of like tied a little bit, and it's the fear of the unknown, which, like, I'm the type of person that likes to have set plans. I don't like being in limbo, with any situation, whether that be friendships, relationships, holidays. I need to know what's going on, why it's going on, and I need to know now. No, but like, you know, there's been times when I do like being spontaneous and things like that, but I think a deep down set fear is the unknown of I don't know when people are going to die. Yeah, okay, I'm really sorry, that got deep real quick, but it's true. And I think quite a lot of people share it, but not a lot of people talk about it. I have a fear of people who I love dying, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But there's been times where I've been in a really bad state with it, and I've had to speak to my brother about it to get a bit of an understanding of how he processes it, because obviously we've got two different brains, so it's going to be two different ways. But yeah, the fear of the unknown, and the unknown is of death, but not mine. You know, I'm not saying I'd be content if I died right now, because there's a shit ton that I want to still do, but like, I don't fear dying, I fear of other people dying. But yeah, sorry to leave that on a little bit of a dampener. But yeah, and I also just wanted to just say that, yeah, okay, I've got anxiety, but I'm not my anxiety, and it's not me, it's just something that I'm just having to deal with, and I'm gonna combat it. I'm gonna tame it, and I'm gonna be all right. And if you've got anxiety, you're gonna be okay too. But yeah, if there's anything that or a trait or a quirk that you've got with your anxiety, it'd be lovely to share. I mean, it would be lovely to hear from you. But yeah, just comment below if you've got anything to add or to say, and I will see you in my next video.